Let's be honest. You're not procrastinating because you're lazy. You're not procrastinating because you're overworked. And you're definitely not some helpless victim of your circumstances. You're procrastinating because you're choosing to. That might sound harsh, but it's actually good news because it means this is something you can control. Procrastination isn't a personality trait. It's not a flaw in your character, it's a behavior. And behaviors can be changed. The real reason you procrastinate is simple. You're avoiding discomfort. That's it. You're avoiding boredom. You're avoiding effort. You're avoiding the fear of messing up. Or maybe the fear of finding out you're not as good as you hoped. So instead of doing the thing, you delay it. You scroll. You watch videos. You clean things that don't need cleaning. You tell yourself you'll do it later. But here's the part most people don't want to admit. Putting things off doesn't remove the discomfort. It multiplies it. You think you're choosing comfort, but all you're really doing is trading short-term relief for long-term stress. It's like ignoring a leak in your roof. It doesn't disappear. It just turns into a bigger problem later. You tell yourself, I'll feel more motivated tomorrow. No, you won't. You tell yourself, I work better under pressure. No, you don't. You don't work better. You work faster, sloppier, and more stressed because you have no other choice. Waiting doesn't make hard tasks easier. It just gives you less time to do them. And deep down, you know that. You're not waiting for the right time. You're waiting for the work to feel easy, but it never will. That's the truth. What procrastination really is, let's call procrastination what it actually is. Avoidance. You're not stuck. You're dodging. And the longer you dodge, the bigger the task feels in your head. That's the irony. The task itself usually isn't that bad. It's the thinking about it that's exhausting. Have you ever finally started something you've been avoiding for weeks? And then thought, that's it. Exactly. The fear was louder than the work. Most of the pain of procrastination exists before you start, not during. So here's the part you might not like. Stopping procrastination is ridiculously simple. Not easy. Simple. The truth you're avoiding, here it is. You just have to start. That's it. There's no secret trick, no perfect routine, no magical burst of motivation coming. The hardest part of any task is not doing it. It's starting. Once you take the first step, momentum kicks in. And momentum is powerful. Think about it like this. Pushing a car from a dead stop is hard. But once it's moving, keeping it going takes way less effort. Your brain works the same way. The longer you sit there thinking, planning, overanalyzing, the heavier the task feels. But once you start, even a little, the tension drops. The task shrinks. Your mind calms down. Action kills anxiety. Not the other way around. You don't need confidence to start. You gain confidence by starting. The Just Start method. Here's a method I personally use. It's simple, and it works. I call it the Just Start method. Step 1. Set a timer for 10 minutes. Tell yourself, I'm only doing this for 10 minutes. If it sucks, I can stop. And yes, you're allowed to stop. But here's what usually happens. 9 times out of 10, once those 10 minutes are up, you keep going because starting breaks the mental resistance. The wall disappears once you walk through it. Step 2. Do the easiest possible part first. Not the most impressive part. Not the perfect part. The easiest. If you need to write something, open the document and write the title. If you need to study, open the book. If you need to clean, pick up one thing. Momentum doesn't care how small the action is. It just cares that you move. Small wins create big progress. Step 3. Stop multitasking. Procrastinators love multitasking because it feels productive without actually finishing anything. One tab. One task. No TikTok. No YouTube. No background noise that somehow turns into an hour of scrolling. Focus isn't complicated. It's just rare. Let's kill your excuses. Now let's deal with the excuses. Because I know they're coming. I don't have time. Yes, you do. You're just spending it on things that don't matter. Everyone has the same 24 hours. The difference is what you do with them. I don't feel motivated. Good, because motivation is unreliable. Motivation comes after action, not before it. Discipline is what gets results when motivation disappears. It's too hard. Some things are hard. That's life. Avoiding them doesn't make them easier. It just keeps them hanging over your head. Break it down. Make it smaller. Start anyway. What if I fail? Then you fail. And you learn. Failure isn't the enemy, inaction is. Doing nothing doesn't protect you. It just guarantees you stay exactly where you are. How to keep going once you start starting is powerful. But consistency is what changes your life. Think of momentum like a snowball. It starts small, almost nothing. But every action adds weight. You finish one task. You feel capable. You finish another. You feel confident. Action creates confidence, not the other way around. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Even 5 minutes of progress beats 0. Every single time. Make procrastination harder. Here are a few habits that make procrastination harder and action easier. Set clear deadlines. Open-ended tasks invite delay. Tackle the hardest thing first in the day. Once it's done, everything else feels lighter. Reward completion. Your brain loves dopamine. Use it intentionally. Stop negotiating with yourself. You don't need to feel ready. You need to move. The brutal truth, I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody's coming to save you. Your boss won't. Your parents won't. Your friends won't. Every time you procrastinate, you're choosing short-term comfort over long-term freedom. And that choice adds up. So does the opposite one. The good news? You always have a choice, right now. In this moment, you don't need motivation. You don't need clarity. You don't need a sign. This is the sign. Close the app. Stand up and start imperfectly, awkwardly, badly if you have to. Because starting changes everything. So that's it. You already know what you need to do. Stop thinking about it and start. I'll see you in the next video.